What is going on, everybody? Anthony here, 6 Scale Mafia. Today, episode 45. I don't even know the episode names anymore, my friends. But welcome this morning, this evening, this afternoon, wherever you guys may be. We got a pretty cool announcement. Pretty cool announcement last night, right? Yeah, Batman, dude. This is our first. I mean, you know, we were thinking. Go figure, right? It's the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, and we got DC. But that's okay. Not that I'm really complaining, because this is a good release, in my opinion. But anyways, let's say what's up to everybody in the chat real quick, my friends. We have Justin Bird in the house. Hello, my friend. Hope you're doing well this morning. The movie canon as well. We got Hishi with big boobs. What is up, my man? Smoke him if you got him. What is up, my dude? 1-6 Shape, our resident Arnold impersonator. Love it, brother. Love it. Hoth's Hometown Heroes. What is up, dude? How you doing, man? CT 603, my man. Yes, don't forget to join the Discord, man. If you guys use Discord, it's fun. We watched Predator last night in there. We were all kind of hanging out, and we do all sorts of stuff in there, man. So come check out the Discord. I actually dropped a link in here. Plus there should be one in the description, but rather have this than Return of the Jedi. Yeah, this is pretty dope, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is really cool. We're gonna talk about it for a little bit. Evo, what is good, my man? OG fan when Star Wars was just Star Wars, my man. I hope you're doing well this morning, this afternoon. King Dingling, what's up, man? Alvin J. We got Dennis. What's up, Dennis? How you doing, man? Dude, that Iron Studios Mr. Sinister looking pretty badass, man. We got Sluggin Comics, Sluggin 1-6 in the house. What's up, dude? What's up, fam? And fellow collectors, AJ, what is up, my man? High Inbox Tech. Who else we got? Dan and Carbonite. We got City Rider. What is good, dude? I remember to press that like. Did you? Yeah, let's hit that like button, guys, before we get into it, my man. Big Rib also in the house. Christian Lopez. We got Donnie Pearson as well. Good morning, and happy real Star Wars Day, man. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we get something, but we'll see. Mr. Mom also in the house. What's up, man? I know you're stoked. I know you're stoked. I think a lot of us are, man. Deadpool Red Suit in the house. Greetings from the UK. Hello, my friend. Thank you for coming through this evening. Mike Favela also in the house. Donnie Pearson. We got lots of people here. If I miss anybody, my apologies. Agent Silver Fox, what's up, man? How you doing? Coffin as well. Boba Fettuccini, my dude. Dahlia Meyer. Hope you guys are all well, dude. So okay, yeah. So there was a little bit of a confusion. If you guys are in the Facebook group, I made a post a little bit earlier. We had some communication with Sideshow Ambassador. They said something along the lines like, oh, there's going to be another version or something, and then they backtracked and they're like, well, we don't really know, so scratch that. You know, when I talked about that this morning, I was like, okay, well, maybe there's going to be another one. Apparently not. So yeah, pretty interesting though. But let's bring it up if we can. Which, by the way, guys, before we go, man, we are like 10 subs away from 5K, man. So if you're new to the channel, you're catching this live, catching this on the replay, almost 5,000, man. Appreciate everybody out there, man. Definitely. It's super exciting for that. But yeah, let's bring it up, man. Let's take a look. So we've got, as you guys know, I'm still refreshing the page. Hell yeah, man. I think it's it. I think that's it. I think that is it. 1-6 Shape. Sounds like this is gonna be our only one. Jason, what is up, my man? How you doing, brother? Pretty exciting. I don't know about you, but yeah, man. So this dropped last night and I was like, holy shit. Okay, so let's talk about this for a minute if we can. And is my music too loud? Let me know. If it's too loud, I'm gonna turn this music down. But of course, I haven't seen the movie, right? I mean, there's a few fortunate ones that was able to see an early screening, but for the majority of us folks, we have not seen this movie yet. So I can't judge it off the film, right? But seeing a a Michael Keaton at this age as Batman, the Batman I grew up with. Yo, this is badass looking. And, you know, Hot Toys, I think Hot Toys really nails the sculpts of like older people as well, right? Almost any older figure, I think like Alec Guinness Obi-Wan looks great, you know, and Tarkin looks great. Like they do really good job in my opinion. So seeing this, it just this one kind of hit different for me. I don't know if it's because, you know, my love for 89 Batman or not, but I heard a couple people, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Everywhere everywhere someone's like, oh, there's some complaint. Because I've heard some people be like, oh, I don't know about the sculpt, but dude, I'm looking at it like this looks fucking perfect to me. What do you guys think? Let me know, like, as we're chatting in here, man, because I can't see it. Like, some people are like, oh, he's too wrinkly, or I'm like, dude, he's like 60 something. I think this looks like Keaton, man. So what do you guys think? I'm gonna say like a 9 out of 10 for me, man. Yeah, I'm just kind of completely shocked with this, dude. You know what though, I did not notice. So before we continue a little bit more on that, dude, thank you so much, Movie Cannon, for the $5 super chat. I think that probably happened before I went live, so I appreciate that if you're still here, my man. But he says, loving this Keaton Batman, but has Hot Toys ever made the Batman animated series Conroy? They have not. Mondo did, though, in an animated form in 6 scale. If not, do you think they'll ever? Either way, I'm tempted in getting this. Well, thank you, my man, for that super chat. I don't think Hot Toys will ever do it personally, but again, Mondo did make an animated version of Batman, which is kind of cool. It's, you know, it's 6 scale if you haven't seen it, but I don't think Hot Toys will do it. I don't think Hot Toys will do it. But anyway, coming back into this, dude, I think this looks amazing, dude. I think this looks amazing. Ghostbusters Plus collector, what's up, man? Just pre-ordered 2 of these bad boys. See, and that's where I'm like, that's where I'm kind of having the thing right now, right? Because I kind of really want 2 of these. I kind of really want 2 of these, and I usually don't get 2 of like a main figure, right? Like I'll get a couple of troopers or something, but looking at this, I'm like, dude, you know, I could totally rock 2 of these and feel comfortable with that. You know, because obviously you don't want to put this head sculpt in a box, right? You want to be able to display this. But then, right? It's in here somewhere. And we'll flick through some of these. But then, yeah, boom, look at that. Look at that. Come on. Look at those. Look at those mouthpieces. So shit, dude, I don't know. So, you know, I get it. Yeah, I mean, you know, and here's the thing, and you know, Batman, that's not usually supposed to kill. That's his rule and whatnot. But damn it, there's a lot of nostalgia there for me, man, watching this shit in the theater. And I get it. It's Tim Burton's interpretation. But damn, this looks awesome. This damn looks awesome, dude. That middle picture is everything. Yeah, so this is you know, I'm interested about this, right? Because is the cowl here articulated? Because it looks to me that the neck is being lowered down. It's hard to tell right in the photo, because they could have just angled the figure, the whole figure, a certain way to capture this, but it looks like it's a lot more articulated than, say, like DX09. So I'm not too sure, man. I am not too sure. But that's the thing, right? So this is where I'm actually kind of feeling like, oh shit, maybe I do pick up 2 of these guys, man. Because for one, I think, I mean, okay, so the face on the left is kind of, you know, it's all right. It's a neutral pose, neutral expression, looks fine. But these 2 look great. That one on the right's like right out of the trailer, right out of the film, which I think is really badass. And then of course, you know, we've got rolling eyes and apparently more articulation. we can pull through. Let's go back a little bit here. Never mind that fucking Batwing right there, guys. That shit ain't coming. This is just, you know, this is just for show. I mean, can you imagine? So, but dude, yeah. They mentioned it somewhere in here. So we got our separate rolling eyes. They mentioned something here. We'll go through this one more time on the backside. Of course, this is the first edition exclusive accessory. You get the base and the extra cowl like that. But I mean, you can see the articulation. They even make a point to mention it in one of these photos here, which I guess I somehow missed. Okay, newly developed detailed bat suit with great articulation. I don't know if those of you out there who have or may not have the DX09, the 89 Batman, or you can even go recent, right, and go with like a 95 Val Kilmer Batman. Most of these Batmans are very difficult to pose. So, you know, looking at like this, this is nice. This is good. I want to have articulation in my Batmans, dude. It's so hopefully this will be good, man. You know what I mean? So I think this would be really badass. This will go great with my 89 Batwing, dude. Yeah, it will. It absolutely will, man. So yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily know. We're gonna have to find out like how articulate it is, but I can already tell you just by these screenshots, or the, you know, these photos, these solicitation photos, he looks way more posable, dude, than like DX09. I need to read the details on this too, because this cape definitely looks wired. But then right there, it's like calm. But you know what I mean? Like, you see how propped that is? I don't know if they did any kind of manipulation here. It is up on Sideshow now, though. We're gonna take a look at it and see if they have anything under the details here. But dude, I think this is awesome. I'm glad that they're going with the rounder base. I get you know, the old square flat bases are they're old, man. I don't really like them. They're bulky. They take up too much freaking space. So I'm glad that they're doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? You do get 2 capes. All right, cool. So let's take a look, because I haven't looked a lot yet. I figured I'll look with you guys this morning here. So let's see where we have it. Okay, so we got it on Sideshow now. $305. What do you guys think of this price? Let me know what you think. I honestly don't think it's that bad. For everything that you're getting here, I don't think 305 is bad in our current, you know, I mean, I could just be old school and grumpy and be like, well, back in my day, you know, prices weren't this, but no, I think this is a good price. I think this is a good price. But let's take a look at it real quick and see, because I don't know, you know what I mean? Everything that they say here. So we can kind of go through like a what's in the box situation here, right? Just to double check everything. Authentic detailed likeness as Michael Keaton in the modern suit. Okay, new developed head sculpt. The cowled head with the 3 different facial expressions. Let's see. New specialized body with 30 points of articulation, 6 pieces of interchangeable glove hands. So the bat suit with the logo, the bat cape. Okay, so yeah, so we have 1 bat cape and then 1 interchangeable bat cape that's wired. Okay, that's cool, dude. That's really cool. Now, I think, you know, aside from the accessories here, right? Because I think a lot of these accessories are reused from DX09, right? And if you guys know, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, because, you know, coming back to this, I think that where's that final photo here coming up? We'll take a peek here, but the final photo here that shows everything. Where's it at? Like here, I think some of this is reused, a couple pieces, right? But that's okay. I think, you know, at the end of the day, though, everything here is like, this is all new. This is all new R&D. So, price is excellent. for that head sculpt. Yeah, I think so too, man. I really do, guys. So Red in the Ledger says, what is this first edition stuff? Does that mean first 1,000 units get that cowl, or is there another edition coming? And here's the thing, right? So I mean, this sounds like a summer showcase type situation, right, where they would end up having you know, like a timed exclusive, like a 5-day window or something. Remember how we had like Anakin and Obi-Wan last year, like Wolverine, RoboCop, all those had that 5-day. We've seen it a lot, but the weird thing is so far, and I think this is where the confusion is setting in for people, is that you just have the pre-order button. You don't, there's not 2 editions right here. So I'm a little confused myself, right? Because you would think there would be 2 editions right here for order or something, but instead it's just one figure. Like, that's it. There's no other Batman modern suit SKU. So I don't know. I can't really confirm what that means right now. You know, does that mean that, like, I mean, we know what it kind of means, right? We know that the first edition has the external cowl and the round base, right? Or is it just this? But even then, they don't really specify what that means. See, you just get the Batman cowl with stand, but I still don't know what that means as far as a purchase, right? From a consumer standpoint, do we have X amount of days, and then is all of a sudden this sideshow page going to disappear, and they'll remove this photo, like, you know, and then give us a different one that's not 305? I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means, guys. So, but really freaking cool nonetheless. And I don't think 305 is too bad for the price, to be honest. So I'm just super damn excited. And the reason, like I said, I think for me as a Batman fan or as a Keaton fan, there's enough here for me to warrant maybe picking up 2 of them. I don't know. And I don't know if I want to go down like the Flash line, because I'd like to watch the movie obviously first to see if I'm really into it. But Keaton's kind of like a no-brainer, because I don't know how to explain this, right? So basically, like, if the movie absolutely blows, which I don't think is going to be the case, but if the movie just sucks so bad, I still have a Michael Keaton, you know, that's a older Batman, and I'd be cool with that, right? But now if the movie's great and I love it, I may consider picking stuff up. So with that, you know, with that said, if that was the case, getting 2 would be kind of cool, because you can have one with maybe some Flash figures from the movie or whatever, and then the other one, you know, I could just put with my other 89 Batmans or something, right? I don't know. Let's see a couple people in the chat here. Payton 23, my man, says maybe a battle damage version is coming. I don't know, man, right? Well, here's the thing, like, I'm sure we're gonna see other Batmans. Okay, I'm sure we're gonna see other Batmans, but you know, exactly, Ionbox Tech. What if the other Batman figures a Thomas Wayne Flashpoint suit, so that's why it's labeled modern suit? Well, I guarantee you there's something going on, right? And I don't know anything. I've been trying to avoid spoilers, all that stuff, guys. So if you guys know anything, please try to keep it to yourselves, not only for my sake, but everybody else's sake in the chat who may not want to get spoiled. But I will say, you know, coming back into this, you're absolutely right. That's the first thing I noticed when I saw this, was it's just, you know, in parentheses, you know, modern suit, right? So, you know, we're going to get other suits. Now, I don't know if we're going to get other suits that are Michael Keaton. Maybe. But I definitely think we're going to get other stuff, right? So, that's tough, man. That's tough. Yeah, I don't even like to Flash at all. I just have to buy everything Keaton Batman. I feel you, dude. So, you know, and I suspect we would, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I guess it depends on the success of the movie, right? And this is kind of what I was saying earlier on some other shows, is that if you have, if this movie hits $1 billion, right? If the movie hits $1 billion, then of course Hot Toys, you know, of course Hot Toys is going to want to be like, they're going to want to capitalize on this success. You know, when we saw the success of Spider-Man No Way Home, right? We're getting like every figure from that line. If No Way Home tanked, right? If No Way Home was, say, I don't know, the Eternals or Ant-Man and the Wasp or Quantum, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? If they don't do very good, Hot Toys is not going to invest a lot into it, right? And all the projections and early reviews and screenings are saying that this movie is going to be amazing. And, you know, we can take that with a grain of salt, right? I mean, like, we'll form our own opinions, but when you look at the general consensus, right, when the money talks in this world, right? So if the Flash is very successful, I suspect we're going to see a lot of figures from this line. And a lot of those figures could be other Batmans, right? We could see another Ben Affleck. You know, we saw him with the kind of the classic blue and gray colors in the trailer. I don't see that not you know what I mean? Like, if the movie's great, I think we're going to see a lot of shit. And the fact that the movie's still like 2 or 3 weeks away and they come out the gate with a Michael Keaton Batman to start it off, success, dude. I think we're in for a hell of a ride, guys. I really do. I don't know how much of you guys are invested in collecting this line or DC fan in general, but if it's any indication, like No Way Home, I mean, this could potentially turn into like a $2,000 to $3,000 line. I mean, I don't know, right? I'm not really sure. So, I mean, hold on to your butts, man, because if you guys really, I think they might go crazy with this. Again, it's all contingent on if the movie does well, but I think it's going to. What's up, Bob Dylan in the house, man? It'll be like No Way Home. Yeah, dude. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. That's what I'm thinking. 16 Shape says, I want to blow my load and say that, yeah, more suits are coming, but this may be used to differentiate this and 89. But here's the thing. I don't know, bro, because, and we could bring, in point of fact, I have this available. We can bring up the 89. And, you know, this is branded Batman, you know, 89. Whereas this one is branded The Flash. So I don't really think they need to differentiate, right? Because it's already branded with a different, you know, movie masterpiece, right? So, yeah. So I'm not really too sure, but, you know, looking between the two, I mean, this is also really badass for fans of this era, right? Because I don't know if anybody's also getting this. That's why I wanted to bring it back up, because, you know, I have the DX09. I know a lot of us do, but this is definitely an update. This is definitely an improvement. And I couldn't be happier right now as like a fan of this, because now we're getting 2 really cool Batmans. I mean, dude. Oh. And I think I had this up on Sideshow too, right? So the deluxe one for this one was $345. I mean, granted, you do get this really sick gargoyle diorama base as well, right? But bouncing back between, I mean, okay, $345 for this Batman, $305 for this Batman. I think the prices are both pretty good on that. I do. But man, yeah, now I'm looking back at this Batman now. Yeah, there's no yellow belt on the modern suit, right? But you know what? I will appreciate. I appreciate what they've done with the Flash movie so far in terms of Keaton's outfit, right? In terms of the outfit, because I think what they did here is there's just enough new, but at the same time keeping it original, right? Does that make sense? Like, I don't think they didn't, you know, they could have drastically fucking changed the outfit And then, you know, I think they would have just pissed off a lot of fans or whatever. But I also know that they want to keep it fresh. It's kind of a different version. It's still the same Batman, but of course his suit's gonna maybe evolve over, you know, whatever. So I think they still did a really good job kind of keeping it old school, but, you know, kind of giving it a little bit of a modern twist to it. And I think it's okay. I think it's all right, man. See who's else in the chat, man. What is Bob saying here, my man? Who needs the DX line? You get rolling eyes with an unmasked sculpt and swap out mouth plates for the cowl and fancy base too. It is, and it also, it is two capes. One's a regular cape and one's a wired cape. So, which is very cool, man. Derek, my man. Yeah, it looks like an upgraded Batman Returns suit. Yeah, I agree. And Peyton says it's a great time to be a Batman fan and figure collector. Look, that's the thing, guys. I mean, if you think about it, right? You're absolutely right, Peyton. Like, you're absolutely right. Because if you really like break this down for a minute, right? Like as a collector, right? As a collector of 6 scale figures, 6 scale whatever, right? You're getting Hot Toys reissue 89 Batmobile. You're getting a Jazz Inc.'s version of the 89 Batmobile. You have a Jazz Inc.'s version of a 6 scale 89 Batwing. You're getting a new Hot Toys 2.0 of the DX09 89 Batman. We're now getting this new what was this? MMS 712, I believe, is what this new Batman is, the Michael Keaton Flash one. Okay, you're getting all that. You're getting Mars Toys putting out another Bruce Wayne. Mars Toys putting out a, you know, Michelle Pfeiffer, Danny DeVito, you know, Catwoman, Penguin. They recently dropped another Joker, you know, a couple versions of Jack. I mean, dude, this is a crazy fucking year, man, for 89 89 fans, dude. Like, we've never even had this level of options. We haven't. So, you know, Oilers Workshop in the house, my dude. I just discovered an Instagram account that is nothing but how to mix custom Star Wars themed drinks. Hell yeah, man. That is kind of cool, dude. Let's go through a little bit of chat, guys, while we're looking, man. 120 in the chat, guys. By the way, let's hit that like, hit that sub, man. We're almost 5K. Appreciate it. Hoss says, I'm still reserved until I see someone who hated the DCEU raving about this. As terms of the film, I mean, I think I don't even think that would be a fair assessment, right? Just because, like, on one hand, you have with DCEU, there's so much schlock, and then like they all had different directors and different directions and tones. So that's why I feel like the DC universe is a little disjointed. But then you can look at something like Snyder and look at his trilogy of films and be like, well, I really like that, but I don't like the others. So I don't know. Like, they don't follow the Marvel formula where it's just that, you know, what they've been doing, right? So I think going into to see the Flash movie, you have to just go in it with that expectation of watching that film and not as a connected. Does that make any sense? I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining myself right, dude. So, Blurred Dad live in the house, man. I can't wait to get this. That said, where are the announcements to honor today? I told you guys at the beginning of the month, last month. They're not giving a shit for Return of the Jedi, dude. It's unfortunate. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But we didn't get anything for May the 4th, right? And now it's the official theatrical release, you know, 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi. We got nothing. We got Sylvie and we got Batman. So I don't really know, man. Sounds like Mafia is saying we need more Keaton-verse figures. Keep them coming. I'm all for it, dude. So I am all for it, guys. I guess we can bring it back up again. We'll look at it again for those of you guys who are just joining in. What do we have here? Is it this one? I don't really want to talk about anything else right now, as far as, you know, other releases. I don't want to talk about Sylvie. Don't want to talk about Harry Potter. None of that, because right now I'm just focusing this Batman. This is Batman again. And yeah, but Bob brought up a good point, Bob Dylan. It's like, who needs a DX, right? And DXs are kind of not even around anymore as it is, right? I mean, you can't even really call Hot Toys DXs when they've got multiple SKUs now for DXs. It's very strange. In fact, I think the only thing that the DX has been consistent upon all these years is that you get the foam package. That's it. Everything now, I mean, seemingly has rolling eyes, right? I mean, even that Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2099 has rolling eyes, right? So, you know, they kind of, you know, exactly. So you get a cool base, like you get multiple swap outs, you get an additional head sculpt. Yeah, I don't. That, you know, back in the day, this would have been a DX. So it's pretty damn interesting. It is pretty damn interesting. I don't know though. These three cowl interchangeable faces are freaking amazing. I don't even know which one I would rock. I mean, of course, you know, I'll do photos, so I would be swapping things out and stuff. But that right side smirk is awesome. But then so is this middle. This middle is like very menacing and I don't know. It's really badass. I haven't really been excited for a figure in a little while. So this is clean, man. This is clean. Not gonna lie. And the fact that we can seemingly be able to do some good poses is gonna be really awesome, because every fucking Batman I have like stands there. You know, he's just too difficult to maneuver. So this looks like we can actually get him in some decent poses, and I would really love that, man, to have him on the display that's not just, you know, standing there as a museum pose. Okay, let's hit a little bit of the chat, man. Bob says a DX Ahsoka has one sculpt and lightsabers that don't light up, but then an MMS release like this comes with everything. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I like the look of this base. Me too. Sean Breeze in the house. I need all Batmans, dude. Yeah, these are really dope, man. Shiny. What's up, my dude? Most of us like to display our Hot Toys in the box in the back of the wardrobe, so the foam on the DX figures is important for their comfort. Hell yeah. That's awesome, dude. Justin McFly in the house. What up? Peeking in on my break. Gonna be a hot summer this year, dude. Yeah, I agree. The middle is vengeance. Yes, dude. Fuck, it is so cool, man. Dirt Diggler's stunt double in the house. What's up, man? I pre-ordered him, not fucking around on him. Yeah, dude, this is really badass for a lot of fans like us, dude. I totally, yeah, dude. Mike says, I think in today's market, won't the prices already where they are, people might, with the prices already where they are, what are you saying? People might not be inclined to pay more for a DX, so that's why you're getting more in a version like this. I don't really know, bro. I don't know what they're doing with DXs. I honestly don't know what they're doing with DXs. It's very strange to me. So I really have no idea. Toys News Daily, what is up, my friend? Says, remember when they shelved Flash? They probably started the rebranding right away and pushed all the toy companies to only push Batman nostalgia. Flash is a side character in his own movie. I would agree. I think with, well, I mean, we still need to see the film, but I will tell you that there is some truth to what you're saying, right? Because for me, and I can't speak on behalf of everybody else out there, but for me, the only reason I want to go see the Flash movie is because of Michael Keaton. That's my primary reason. My secondary reason is to see Ben Affleck again. And then I guess my third reason is to see Zod. Flash is like an afterthought for me. I know it's kind of funny, right? Because this is his movie. I also don't really like Ezra Miller, so, but I do want to go see this. Chris Gore at Film Threat said Keaton is the best thing about the Flash, and that is amazing. Oh yeah, dude, Chris Gore, I like him. So Christian Detour in the house. What's up, my man? I made it. Congrats. Thank you for coming, my man. That was fun last night in the Discord, man. Watching Predator. It's the first time Christian was seen Predator, so it's fun. We did a watch party last night, guys. So In fact, I don't know if I can drop a link in the chat. I'll do it again. I'll do it again for you guys. If you guys want to join our Discord, come check it out, man. We have a lot of fun in there. Let me see if I can drop a link. Do I still have it saved? Yeah, I'll put a link in the chat, man. If for any of you guys in here, 140 in the chat. Thank you guys so much. So we'll go through a little bit more chat. We'll kind of look around a little bit more. Let's see, what is Bob saying here? Flash is the MacGuffin plot device to transport us between bat verses, and that's kind of what I figure, right? So yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I'm gonna do a watch party of you doing a watch party of Predator. Let's do it. That sounds so meta. I'm down. I'm 100% down. All right, so whatever. Let's get back into this Batman for a little bit, guys. That sculpt. Okay, so what is the general consensus, right? What is the general consensus here? Because I think the sculpt looks amazing. I think it looks fucking awesome. And it's weird that I heard a couple of people, and I know art, you know, we get it, art's subjective, this and that, but I just can't I can't see that and say like this is a not a good looking head sculpt, dude. There's just, I can't, and I don't want to like tell somebody they're wrong for their opinion, but when I look at this and I hear someone being like, oh, this sculpt sucks, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, do you just not see it? Like, what is it? What is it? Tell me what I'm not seeing for those of you in the chat that don't like this head sculpt. Right, great proportions. Big head sculpt looks great. That part around the neck looks like fabric, maybe to increase the movement. Right. Ghostbusters also says, I think the hair could use a little bit of work, but I think the sculpt's quite honestly almost perfection. I think Toast too. Fig Fade also in the house. For me, it's a 7.5 sculpt, and I'm mostly basing that off likeness. Paint apps are excellent per usual with Hot Toys. Some angles I see him, and some it's tough. But as you said, it's subjective. Yeah. I mean, 7.5 is still fair. That's still at a very above average, right? 1.6 shooter, my man. What's up, man? It says it's very good. I think the brows could have been higher on the outside, but it's a minimal thing, right? So that's just like a little. Right? I understand what you're saying. Collection number 1, 10 out of 10. 1.6 shape, my man. It took Howard Chan all his energy to not make this tomorrow at sculpt. Yeah, I like it. I really like it, man. Coffin here. Interesting what you're saying here. It's Attack of the Clones 3 C3PO effect. I'd rather have the younger version. Maybe I'll just paint the hair black. Hey, well, you could definitely do that, man. FBJ, what is up, my man? He says, my mom will see this figure and automatically know it's Michael Keaton. It's him. Gotcha. I agree, man. Christian Detour saying 10 out of 10, my man. Dirk Diggler, stunt double. Mafia, do you think Vulture is around the corner? I don't know. And you know what? You bring up an interesting fucking point too, because we have an opportunity of sorts, right? There's okay, so we're getting a fully sculpted Michael Keaton head sculpt, and I think we only got that once. Correct me if I'm wrong out there, guys. I think the only time we got a Michael Keaton head sculpt is the Batman Returns Michael Keaton. I think that's the only time we got one. So, and of course that was supposed to be in the 90s, right? So they could potentially use this with some minor tweaks and give us a Vulture. They could. They kept teasing it, so I don't know, dude. I honestly don't know. Let's see what else we got. Haas Hometown Heroes. It's amazing. 7.5 is just hipster complaint for the sake of complaint. Well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, 7.5 is still a good score, right? I wouldn't necessarily say that's a complaint, right? Now, if someone was like, "Oh, it's trash," it's like a 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, I'd be like, "Well, I don't get that," but totally, dude. Brother Cousins, my brother in the house, man. Everybody go subscribe to a Brother Cousins, man, if you have not already. Gotta get you to 3,000, brother. Let me see what you have to say, though, my friend. Says, what's up, bro? It's a great day to be a collector, dude. Sorry, man. I was reading it. I was a little distracted because I'm gonna drop a link in the chat right now, guys. Okay, like with 130 in here. If you guys haven't already subscribed to Brother Cousins, man, I just dropped a link in the chat, man. Go give him a sub, man. He is my brother. He's always with me on Saturday nights. He's also doing his own great content as well. We're over there on Thursdays, typically. 3,000, man. Let's get you there, brother. Yeah, but you're right. It's a great day, dude. It's a great time to be a collector of this era as well, right? Yeah, only at Batman Returns 2-pack, exactly. Yeah. So hoping they use a similar sculpt for the Vulture. I want that so much, Brian. Dude, I think that would be really badass, dude. Oh, it would be awesome, dude. So Barrett says the head sculpt's great. If anything, the hair paint app looks a little flat, but it's very picky. Yeah, and I get that. I totally get that, man. Is he really 305? That's messed up for 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗠𝗘. I know, right? 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗠𝗘, I don't even know. Like, I don't feel like that one was particularly worth it. So, Shiny already subbed for the pimp tutorials. Appreciate it, man. I know Jay appreciates it as well. There's always the looks nothing like him and it's trash posts on them. I know, and I don't get that. A lot of people are just fucking trolls. Like, I can understand if you're not like really into it for whatever reasons. If you just like, I'm not feeling this particular, you know, style or this particular sculpt, but at the same time, like, why are you gonna try to shit on it? I don't know. I don't think this looks horrible at all. I think this looks fucking awesome. I tell you what, this is way better than Commander Fox. Or all right, now I'm gonna start fights in the chat. So I'm gonna keep my my reservations to myself. But my point is, this is a much larger release in my eyes than like a lot of the past stuff, right? Because just for your bang for your buck, you know, you get a bunch of cool shit in here, and it's Michael Keaton, dude. So, you know, I just mean that, you know, it's not, I don't feel like this is an everyday kind of run-of-the-mill release, right? Because Hot Toys drops like 90 figures a year. They're not all amazing, right? They're not. There's a lot of, they're all really cool, but they may not resonate with you, right? Like, how many times does something get released and we're like, okay, that looks cool, but it's not for me, right? Yeah, this is freaking slick, dude. Orlando Reyes, what is up, my man? This looks amazing. I pre-ordered it just in case. Yeah, this is definitely something I'm not gonna sleep on. Let's see here. Shiny says, to be fair, this does look nothing like Ben Affleck. Well, yeah, no shit, man. That's funny though. They could have done a 2-pack, but this keeps it affordable. I agree with that. 2099 was a dud. I don't even want to talk about 2099, but I'm gonna do it on Saturday night's episode, so tune in for that, because we'll have more of a kind of a roundtable discussion on that with some of my fellow friends and content creators Saturday night. Because Jesus, that's, yeah. Randall, my man, says hate has become an industry. The head sculpt looks great, good assortment of accessories and fair price. I couldn't agree more with you on both statements. Unfortunately, you know, hate sells these days. You know, sucks. I get it. People like the controversy. Bob says new 2099 was controversial. This one should be celebrated. Yeah, man, I'm with you. I am totally with you on that one, dude. Agent Silver Fox. We should be celebrating getting figures like this, unless you're a miserable life sucker. I agree with that 100%, dude. Hey, DeLorean also in the house. What is up, man, dude? Best head sculpt since Yondu. Yeah, bro, I'm with you. I think this looks fucking awesome. This looks absolutely great, dude. Absolutely great. I'm so excited for this one. I was looking at the 89 to maybe pre-order that, so I'll have both, but this makes that look not as good to me now. Well, you know, here's the thing though. While I can kind of understand what you're talking about there, still totally different. I think this 89, and I get where you're going. Like, this 89 may look a little simple, or a little more basic versus what we just saw with the Flash Keaton. But dude, this is still the classic 89 Batman. So, but I totally get what you're saying. Like, and that's something that's very interesting too, because if you're in a, whether it's a financial situation or a space situation, there may be some of you out there that can only choose one, right? Which is interesting. You can only choose one Batman, for example. So then it's like, oh, well, which one do I want? Do I want the 89? You know, assuming you're into the 89, you grew up with the 89. Would you rather the base 89, or would you rather the newer, older Michael Keaton from The Flash? That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I'm definitely budgeting to have both of these in my collection personally. And if that means like certain other properties take a back seat, then certain other properties take a back seat, because that's just, this is where my priorities lie. If that makes any sense whatsoever to you guys. I would love to display both head sculpts. Yeah, dude. Yeah, me too. Likeness too sick. I know. Looking through some of the chat right now as we continue on. Since this is the anniversary of Return of the Jedi, says Mike, the rule of 2 applies to all announcements and releases. That's funny, dude. That is funny. KC Masterpiece. I have the DX09, so the new one for me. Yeah, and that's what's interesting too, right? Because I'm also in that boat where I have the DX09, but I still want this 2.0 89. I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm probably just gonna end up getting both of them. I'm gonna put a poll in the chat though, guys. Let me think of what the poll could be. Let's say Batman. How about this? How would I say this? 1 or 2 Batmans. We'll say 1, we'll say 2, and I'm going to add a poll and say none for those of you who are absolutely not interested in this Batman. So let me know in the chat here on the poll. I'm really interested to know like what everybody's thinking about how many Batmans would you actually get for this? And I know it's, you know, you're looking at a little over $300, $350, let's say conservatively, you know, after tax and shipping, depending on where you buy it. So it could potentially be a $700 investment, right? Because that's 2 figures. It's 2 figures. But for me, I feel like this might be one of those, right? Where I would like 2 of these Batmans. And not the 89, right? Like I'm most likely getting that 89, of course, but I mean in general, like with this one with the Flash, like, because that's so cool having them displayed with the head sculpt, but then at the same time the mouthpieces are also very cool. And dude, so that's a tough one. That is a super tough one for me, man. So I think it's gonna be 2. I think it's gonna be 2, man. Let me see here real quick. What is the polls looking at like right now? But yeah, I'm super excited for this, guys. I don't want to like run too long today, you know, this morning on this, because I just want to talk Batman, and then I just, you know, don't want to waste everybody's time. We'll talk about some other stuff obviously later on as well, over the weekend. But yeah, this looks great, man. What are we looking at in the polls right now? We got 50 votes so far. 1 and 2 are split down the middle. 43% 1, 43% 2, and 14% of people are not buying this. So that's interesting. We at least have like 80%. Mario El Professoro, by the way, wants me to say hi to everybody in the chat. So hello everybody from Mario. He's working, but he wanted to say what's up and hello to everybody. So there we are. Which, by the way, go subscribe to Mario as well if you have not already, man. He's getting there, almost to 1,000. Let's see here. We got Giovanna 12 with the super chat, my man. Thank you so much. Says, do you think I can put 89 belt on modern suit? I don't know. It really depends on the waist of these 2 figures, right? I mean, it might be able to fit. But that would be really cool, though. That would be really cool. Dylan Compton, my man. If I had the DX09, I would just get the Flash figure. You have to have some time to think about it unless you're dead set on the new 89. I think I'm dead set on the new 89 because I've had my DX9 for quite a while. And the interesting thing about my DX09, though, is that I had purchased, somebody had sold separately the torn cowl and the Michael Keaton head sculpt from the Batman Returns, and I just threw it on my DX09. So I would just leave it as that, get the 89 that's coming out, the 2.0, have that as something separate, and then of course, this new one, this new Flash. So I'll try to hide this poll so I can see some of the chat here. Bob Dylan says, will we get other suits shown in the vault during the trailer? I guess it depends, man. Like I said, if the movie does phenomenal. But the weird thing is with Hot Toys, they don't really show a lot of DC love. So I would love to see that, though, right? And I think another thing that you have to consider is that there's a writer's strike going on. And that's something that's big, right? If there's a writer's strike going on, there's no new content coming out. If there's no new content coming out, then there's nothing that Hot Toys can capitalize on in the modern sense, right? They could only capitalize on what's already existing. In which case I would say, yeah, sure. If the Flash does great, and let's crank them out, right? But then on the flip side, they don't do a lot of DC, so I'm not sure. But then on the other hand, Marvel doesn't have shit right now. So we could see we could kind of see an influx of DC figures, depending. It's possible, right? I mean, we're gonna have to find out over the next coming months. So I just don't know. But I would love that. I think DC needs to get that kind of love. Hey, DeLorean says, we'll get a new Batflick figure, blue and gray. High probability of that bike as well. I agree with you on that. I think that's kind of that's like a given, right? I mean, that has to be a given. That has to be a given. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Let's see, what else do we have here in the chat? Hoff's Hometown Heroes. He says, I want them to do this as a 6 to 8 figures for all the DC fans. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we're gonna at the very minimum, we're gonna get a Flash, an Ezra Miller, I guess, because you can't make a movie IP line without the main character of the movie. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a Flash. Like I said, I think Batman, this is just the beginning, right? Because the movie's not even out yet. They're gonna drop this nostalgia heat on us first, get us hyped up. We'll probably get Ezra Miller Flash. I agree with Hey DeLorean. We'll probably get that blue and gray Ben Affleck. And something down the line, maybe we'll get that Supergirl. I don't know. Again, it just depends on the success of the film, right? If the film does phenomenal, then Hot Toys is going to really put stuff out. I mean, they are. So yeah, it's interesting. Let's bring it up one more time. We'll probably wrap here in a little, guys. Like I said, I don't want to keep everybody too long. I'll try to keep it under an hour for this, since we're just talking Batman. But yeah, I'm really impressed with this. Obviously, this is kind of a big deal for someone like me who grew up watching Michael Keaton. I honestly thought I would never see him as Batman again, like the rest of my life, especially as time goes on, because I was like, we're getting older and older. They're getting older and older. I'm like, dude, but somehow they've made this work. So somehow, right? We are kind of I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, privileged, blessed. I don't know. To be able to see Michael Keaton's reprise his role as Batman again is really cool. I know he's old, and I know there's a lot of CG going on, and I don't give a shit about any of that. The fact that it's like he's around again is really cool and exciting for me. And then the fact that, we are now getting figures for it, I just never thought they would do that. So I think that's really awesome. Yes, fortunate, right? Yeah, Hammer of God. Yeah, there we go. So I don't know, dude. I'm happy regardless to have another Keaton coming It's a cool time. Brother Cousin said it earlier as well. You know, it's a great time to be a Batman collector, especially this era. It's damn cool. The only thing, like I said, guys, is we need to figure out what this means, you know, in terms of pre-ordering, right? In terms of this whole first edition, I'm still not quite clear on what that means, right? Like, if it's a timed exclusive, then does this pre-order, does this web page go away, and then they change it, and then they just remove these two parts here, right? Because that's the first edition. They'll get rid of it. Like, where is it? Because there's no two purchase options here. This is the only purchase option. So that's the part I'm just not too clear on what all that means just yet. Peter, my man, yes, Mars Toys is making Alfred from the '89 Batman. So very cool, man. So yeah, I read in Ledger, I kind of agree with that. It means they want us to have FOMO. It's definitely a possibility. Bob seems to think the same. So I'm really curious how that's going to be, man. I'm really going to see. Curious to see how that is. King Dingling says, I got to hand it to Keaton. He stepped away from acting to raise his kids. Comes back slowly and then rocks the world with playing Batman again. Dude, yeah, man. Mad respect. Mad respect for that. So, yes, legendary Batman. Dude, my friend, Storyline Studios. I agree. I agree. Josh Burt says timeless. Yeah, dude. So this is all about it for me, man. So anyway, that's kind of how I'm looking at it, guys. I'm sure we could keep talking. I know we got 140-ish almost in the chat, man. Be sure to hit that like. If you're watching on the replay too, hit that like, that sub. Almost to 5,000, guys. And you know, I just want to reiterate that again, man. If you guys want to come hang out in our Discord, man, come check it out, man. It's fun. I dropped a link in the chat. I may have to open up another one because I lost the link, but come check it out, the Discord, man. Come hang out with us. We're doing like watch parties on some 80s films. You know, we're also just hang out and talk and chat and bullshit about everything. So anyway, guys, I think that's gonna do it for us. Yeah, let's hit that like, hit that sub, man. What do we got going on? I know Brother Cousins is doing his best of the best tonight. Here, let me pull up the link to Discord while I close out with you guys. But Brother Cousins, go tune in on his show tonight, Best of the Best. I'm sure that's gonna be awesome. And then Friday night, I should let you guys know what's going on Friday. Not much going on Friday night, I don't think. But here's a link for Discord in the chat right now. Saturday though, right, we got our show where we're gonna probably talk about this. We're gonna talk about Spider-Man 2099, all that, Miles, all that stuff this week, Sylvie, etc. Sunday evening, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I have John from InArt over on the show. So we're gonna be talking to John about Harry Potter. You know, I'm really gonna try to ask him why this is, you know, so expensive and stuff, other new stuff on the horizon. That's gonna be Sunday night. So that's going to be cool. And then the following Tuesday evening, I will be having Todd Stashwick on my show. He's recently been on Star Trek Picard as Captain Shaw. He's been in a lot of shows over the years. So that's going to be fun. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about all sorts of cool stuff. So there's a lot lined up right now on the channel coming up in the next week, man. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. And yeah, I think that's it, man. I think that's it. Oh, I should probably end the poll in the chat, right? So let's end that before we end the show. Let's see what everybody had said here. So 41% of you guys are saying one Batman. 40% are saying two Batman. Interesting. So that's really split, right? I mean, it's a tough one, right? It's interesting when half of the people buying Batman are going to get two of them. That's a testament to how exciting this is, I think. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a good rest of your day / upcoming Memorial Day weekend. But I'm sure I'll see some of you or most of you hopefully on Saturday night, Sunday night, and Tuesday night. Shout out to Mario again. He just joined in the chat, but see you later, Mario, because we are done, man. You are too late, my friend. But go subscribe to El Professoro. Let's get him to 1,000 subs, and he will also be with us Sunday night as well, and possibly Saturday. Anyways, we're out of here, guys. Have a good rest of your night, day, evening, wherever you may be, and we'll talk soon. Peace out.